just so I can verify that everything's in proper order here. Okay, so just say some things, just things that are like, you know, not important things, but things that would give us an idea of oh, well.
Yeah, well.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Cool.
Alright, how's the volume on everything now?
Cool.
Alright, how's the volume on everything now? Yeah, okay, I'm satisfied with that. You could switch it back to the... Wait. Oh wait, I think they can hear us though.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you have it set up that I can pick it up right now?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize you put the mic as a source on the system.
Well, it was on. It was like default, so I didn't really care.
Okay. I didn't accidentally say my personal.
Wow.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I will let you eat cake.
I don't even remember her name right now.
Okay, I'm Marie Antoinette. Is that what you're trying to think of?
Yes.
Let me
So complicated, yeah. It should be one, yeah. Say I am. Yes, I would love to. I don't know why it keeps doing that for Facebook. And it was like acting like I couldn't change it to something other than a game. Right? Wow. I'm getting distracted. I don't know how to change that.
Not even like going to editing the post itself. Does that? I mean, because it's like has it there as if it's like a feeling.
Yep.
Hey everyone.
If you're here, that means you're a cool cat. You know what?
What if they're not a cat? What if they're a different kind of animal?
I mean, that's a good question, but, I don't know. There's someone on Facebook, or is that me in my open, Facebook thing?
Could be going either way, to be honest.
Well, hello all.
Hello, everybody out there in Twitch land
We're here.
and Facebook land.
We are gathered here today. What am I saying?
We're here. We're queer. Let's edit a book.
Yes, our book.
Well, your book.
Well, it's ours now.
Can I have half the publishing rights?
No.
Dang. I guess it's not ours then.
Well, fine. Okay. Can you open to the next chapter name? Because...
well, didn't we say last time we were gonna, start each stream by, just going back through what we wrote last time?
Yeah.
Or do you want to actually, just after a couple chapters, we just go back and reread everything?
We could.
Okay,
to make
yeah.
sure it's, more, there's continuity? But I just need the chapter name, because I can't remember anything.
That's fine. So this was the end of the first chapter that we were at.
And you can hear yourself, right?
Let me pull Twitch back up.
Let's... Yeah. Always checking.
Yeah.
Always checking.
Yeah, we seem good.
Always checking.
Always checking.
That should be a thing I just say.
Always checking.
Oh my god, okay.
Make a button for it later.
Is my brother watching?
I don't know, you should demand him to.
Should I call him?
Are you gonna call him live on twitch.tv/Facebook?
Yes. Alexander is just waiting.
Force him.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, Mom. Hey.
Alexander is in the kitchen.
Doing what?
What? What's the matter?
He's supposed to be watching my stream right now.
Oh, okay. All right, Alexander. Your mom on your stream. Your name is Alright.
What are you doing?
Anyway, okay.
He knows what time it is.
Question: did you want to put a quick content warning up on the stream? Because you said you wanted to for this next part that we stopped
I
at.
want to edit that off air.
Okay, that's fine.
I still don't want to I'm putting a pin in showing the scene.
Can you, in that case, just put a note in there?
Can I have the chapter name first? Because it was gonna be part of that chapter, the next one.
Yes. It's called A Chance Encounter. And you have chance encounter in quotations. Or
Why?
you have it in British quotation, Jessica.
Why do I
should
have
say.
it in just single quotes?
I don't know.
Is it a reference to the trope?
Is it a reference to Sam being British?
It might be. Dying.
This is the only place I'm seeing where you use quotation marks in this specific way.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this.
Okay,
Gotta do something.
okay, you are adding a note of what we
Yes.
need to add there. Okay, cool. Alright. So, hey, we have another viewer.
Facebook. Not Facebook. I mean, YouTube. YouTube?
Oh, the viewers on YouTube?
There is one viewer on YouTube.
Oh, we got one person on YouTube and one person on Twitch. Do you have any way of monitoring the YouTube stream comments?
I do, but they're supposed to come up on screen. Cause I'm logged.
That's neat.
Cause I'm logged into Streamlabs.
Sweet. Hello. Whoever is out there right now, if you want to let us know in the chat who you are, or how you got here, etc., etc. Welcome regardless.
How they got here is probably either chance or they subscribe to me on YouTube.
They could be on my Twitter. They could be anywhere even.
Why
They
does it
could be
still
in
say
this
edit
very
with me?
room.
I'm gonna change that later.
Okay.
Or should I?
I don't know, but let's get to it.
Okay, cool.
So the beginning of the chapter quote.
Oh,
You ready for this?
Oh no, what did I put as the quote?
It's a Bohemian Rhapsody reference. Don't worry.
It's a Bohemian Rhapsody reference?
What is truly British quote unquote real? Question
Oh
mark.
my gosh, this is around the time.
When I say quote unquote for this quote part, just assume it's in the British quotes. What is truly real? What is simply quote unquote fantasy?
Why?
Caught in a whirlwind, comma, I was swept away from your fallacies. Everything is connected. We all have the same origin. Nothing is coincidence. Nothing is unplanned. Deny the eventuality of your, capital F, fate, comma, and you will live to rue the day that you were born.
What in the world was I on?
So, okay, you said that the beginning quote thing in the first chapter was supposed to be a reference to your unpublished, unproduced, unwritten prologue, right?
Yes.
Is this also?
Yes. All
Okay.
of them. Wait. I need to
I
read.
see. It's like the 5 people you meet in heaven. The italicized parts are backstory.
Perhaps. What is that a reference to?
That's the name of the book. The 5 people you meet in heaven.
Oh.
It's not great. I had to read it in school. I was in a Catholic school.
You know what? Nothing is coincidence is a reference to XXXholic.
I'm not surprised that
I was
it's
so-
a reference to something by Clamp.
So into clamp stories when I was younger.
You could say that you clamped your teeth into their material.
What the heck?
Yeah, that wasn't the right word to use, probably.
Into your fate. And you will live through the day you... Wow! What was I on? This is really weird.
Were you watching iCarly when you wrote this book?
I don't know what I was doing.
Excuse me.
Hooray, there's more people. Hi, new person. I just saw you pop up on Twitch. Let us
Okay.
know what your name is. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
We don't need
yeah.
to know your name.
I'd like to know your name, or at least your username.
Okay, but some people just don't want us to know.
Yeah, if you're just chilling here and you don't want to talk, that's totally fine. Just
Lurking is allowed.
listen to the soothing tones of our nerdy voices.
Soothing tones, she says.
I think you have a soothing voice.
Thank you.
Rumors on the internet are as numerous as the grains of sand on a beach. Most of them are based in pure fantasy, but there are a few rare instances where a rumor has turned out to be true.
What, did I capitalize internet?
Yes.
Okay.
Is internet supposed to be capitalized?
I thought internet was supposed to be capitalized.
I see it done sometimes I see it not done. And also, anyone, if you want to give any input into the editing process here, feel more than free to. We are opening this up to the public forum for a reason.
Oh, and for my public humiliation, I guess. Well, past me.
Next paragraph. For instance, in this moment, where Sam found himself staring straight at a living legend. Darker than death's embrace, her hair flowed behind her like a cape. That's the whole paragraph. Just
Wow.
one sentence. I think you could include this next paragraph as part of that together with it. 4 burly teenagers stood in front of them.
4 burly teenagers. I was really knowing what anime was, huh?
4 burly... Let me just read this exactly verbatim as you wrote it here. 4 burly teenagers stood in front of them.
Stood in front.
Who the fuck did you say edited this?
Myself.
Didn't you say you had one person read through it before you published it, though?
Yes.
They didn't point out any of this shit?
No.
What is wrong with them?
To be fair, they only got back to me recently.
What the hell? Hey, I know you published your book years ago, but here are my edits.
No, they didn't do the edits. They just, like, got back in touch with me.
Well, welcome back into Jesse's life, then.
Ah.
4 burly teenagers stood in front of them. Reviewing the situation, Sam noticed the uncomfortable sinking feeling in the pit of his stomach. Remarkably, though, this feeling of fear had not been for himself. Next paragraph. It was for this group of boys in front of them.
Cool.
Ominous.
Ominous. I need a button that says
I
ominous.
really need to, like, make, like, a stream deck at some point with, like, buttons like that, and I'm definitely grabbing that Neo Yokio clip.
I'm just, like, really wondering where the people who said they were gonna be are.
Well, I know at least one of them said that they, like, didn't have, like, that they were, like, in a shared space right now and couldn't...
Wait, I'm confused.
I'll tell you off stream.
Gotcha.
Okay, next page. Sam could not think of anything to say, merely whimper from his seat on the ground.
Did you say whimper?
I did say whimper. Whimper. From his seat on the ground. Huh? As he looked ahead toward the scene that had unfolded before him. I feel like you don't need that comma there after the word ground.
I guess you're right.
Yeah, that seems like an unnecessary comma.
Okay, but people have said that I have run-on sentences.
You know how you fix that? By making a new
Colon.
sentence. Because, like, just adding commas in there, that just makes the run-on sentence longer.
No. Colon. I mean, semicolon.
No, that doesn't fix it.
It fixes it.
That's the I'm writing an essay in my first year of college and want to look smart way.
Wow.
I should know I was there for myself doing that. You better get on your way, Ojo-chan. Is that how you pronounce that?
Ojo.
Ojo-chan warned the boy standing in front. We don't want to hurt you, alright? The girl gritted her teeth.
I'm just gonna translate it. I'm going to...
So, I actually don't remember what that
Basically
means.
just princess. Like, these are supposed to be, quote, thugs. But they're all white.
Yeah. I feel like it would be like a sarcastic Your Majesty. In the same way that Tom Paris says, "Yes, ma'am."
No, this is literally just like them being misogynist.
Oh,
You better get on your way, princess. Basically.
I feel like a sarcastic Your Majesty would give the same energy as that, though.
They don't know, but why would they call her Your Majesty? There's no reason for it.
I guess, yeah, sure.
They don't know she's the queen.
Oh, wait, okay, sorry, I'm understanding what you mean then.
Yes.
Okay, I think the way that it was... Yeah, anyway, sorry, go on, let's go on. The girl gritted her teeth and flung herself forward. Her dainty dress shoe made a soft clack as she propelled her body toward the self-appointed leader of these thugs. Did you want to not use the word thug anymore?
I might not. Because if they ever animated it, you know they would try to make them black.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you would insist on that not being the case.
I would insist, but I feel like they would sneak it by without me knowing.
Fair.
You know how producers can be.
It's true.
Let
Let me know when you're caught up as far as what's written there.
I can't see. I'm standing up.
Let's Gotta find a way to like prop this book up.
I mean, I don't need it to be propped up as long as your hands aren't in the way.
Well, I mean, like, so I can like read it without just like having to like hold it.
Oh, I've never seen something like that for books.
I mean, I'm sure I could probably get something like a music stand, and like just have something like to keep the book open.
Okay. You know what I really just am a little bit annoyed about? I don't think I am able to design a light novel cover.
Oh, why's that?
I just can't.
Like you've been trying recently to.
I tried in the past, and unfortunately, it's just been me. The best light novel cover I've made was something I commissioned.
Was it this one?
No, it was not. I drew this one.
Oh wait, was it the one for Please Let Me Be a Sage?
It's not for Please. Yes, I did do Please Let Me Be a Seiyu's cover. That actually needs to be updated.
Yeah, I assume you want to like start editing that one next after we're done with this book.
Oh, absolutely. That
Sweet.
one's way better than this one.
Sweet.
And then the other one, was something that I did not release. It was called My Little Yokai. And that was actually really, really fun.
Oh, yeah, you talked to me about that one a bunch.
Yeah. But I might have to change it up a bit.
That's fair.
Because if that ever got animated, they'd want to hurt me.
Oh?
Yeah, I was a kid writing stupid kid stuff.
Understood. Understood there.
I had like a weird, like... Nah, I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, let's talk about that off stream.
That's different. You're probably not thinking what I'm thinking.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I assume it's not something you want to say publicly.
Maybe I want to embarrass my... I don't care.
Well, okay, so it's not like bad embarrass. It's not like looking bad on you. It's just embarrassing in hindsight.
It's embarrassing because I was a stupid kid.
Is it like edgy shit?
It's like... You know how... you know what the opposite of like those weird... No, I can't say it. I shouldn't say it.
That's fine. Yeah, we'll talk about that later then. Question: would you want to for future streams like put a picture of the book's cover on?
No, it's disgusting.
Okay, I feel like we should at least like later on make like a scene just to like show the cover off in case if you ever wanted to like talk about it.
I don't know what to say. Hooligans? Aggressors?
Self-appointed leader. These assailants?
Assailants.
Would-be assailants, maybe?
Would-be assailants. That's good.
Thanks.
And it's even better because it has the word ass in it.
Yeah.
What is wrong with me?
Yes, the ass sales. The ass sales and their ants.
They're gonna get their ass sales kicked.
Okay.
Okay, I'm funny.
He had only half a second. To widen his eyes in surprise. With both hands, she slugged him square in the stomach. Her palms flat, cleanly nailing his solar plexus.
Wow, what is wrong with me?
Is that how you do a proper punch? With the palms flat?
No, I think that's her holding back.
Interesting.
This is actually supposed to be a move either... I can't remember if it was supposed to be from judo or something else.
This does sound like it's like specifically proper form for a specific thing.
I think I was like wanting to get back into Naruto, and then I just wasn't.
Oh.
Like, edgy move.
Like
yes,
okay,
it's
yeah.
the gentle. This is the gentle fist style. I'm stupid.
The art that we're watching. It's something.
Oh, you know
Yeah, my bad. You know, it would be easier if I could do it like this.
Yeah, I don't know what you were doing.
And let's see how the volume balance is now. Turn up the mic volume a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Let's see how this sounds.
The mic is getting hotter like it is Flame Princess on a riff.
No, I need to just lower the music a little bit more.
I was right.
Yeah, it's my bad. I thought I had it set well before, but maybe this track's just a little louder than the
Did
other
you
side.
not master these the same volume?
Wow. I mean, not all these are finished versions of tracks.
Why didn't you give me finished versions?
Most of them are. Jeez. Okay. Where are you at in the?
Not so confident followers?
Not so confident followers. What are you talking?
In shock, he stumbled backwards, crashing right
Oh,
into
okay,
his...
okay. I see. Okay. Not so confident followers who caught him.
Was there a comma there?
Yes.
Was it needed?
I feel like we just rephrase this whole sentence. In shock, you said.
The effect was...
This one's a tricky one, because, like, it definitely feels, like, clumsily phrased to me, but I'm struggling to think of, like, the right way to rephrase it.
In shock, he stumbled backwards. The effect was immediate. And he crashed right into his not-so-confident followers,
I got...
who caught him.
The impact was a shock to him, and he crashed right back...
Shocked! Shocked, he stumbled backwards. The effect...
It shocked... Maybe we just get rid of the stumbling part and just cut to the crashing. The shock crashed him backwards into his followers.
I mean, I just split it up into two sentences.
But see, like, the second half of it is what's the most clumsy part to me, though. Wow.
I feel like an adverb makes it better.
Can you, like, make a note for us to put a pin in this and come back to it?
Yes, that is very weird phrasing.
Yeah, I'm sure...
I mean, I like it how it is here, but...
Yeah, it just doesn't scan right to me for some reason.
Scanning.
Okay, Ron! Shouted his comrades.
Ron! I named this man Ron!
Sure did. He's gotta run away now. His eyes had rolled... I was like peeking on the fucking mic. I'll actually lower that down a little bit. His eyes had rolled to the back of his head, and from his mouth spilled white foam. Jesus, did you give him a seizure?
I definitely heard him. And from his mouth spilled white foam.
Okay, this we could definitely phrase better.
Okay, I feel like I'm having the same issue as before with that phrasing. So, how about this? Shocked, he stumbled backwards. crashed right into his not-so-confident followers, and they caught him clumsily.
Oh wait, were you just specifically going back to that?
Because it's the same issue. Run! Shouted his comrades, cradling the unconscious boy. They balked. His eyes had rolled to the back of his head, and from his mouth spilled white foam.
That helps a lot. That helps a lot. I just still want to rephrase
The first part?
I want to rephrase like the last sentence that you have there though. Still,
Okay.
maybe just and his mouth was foaming, and he was foaming at the mouth.
That actually does. It is more concise.
Yeah. It's just like a common turn of phrase, and it's gonna read more easily to people. You trash, muttered the girl.
Oops. Kuro got banned on Facebook.
Oh no! You're right, you can't call a Nam @.
Yeah, right.
The others were trying to hoist their incapacitated friend onto their shoulders. However, this girl was not about to let him leave.
I'm changing that into 2 different sentences.
I was thinking the same thing. I would maybe say, this girl, however,
This girl, however, was not about to let them leave.
Yeah.
Let alone just him.
I would also maybe change it to the girl. Unless you want to like more emphasize this, like this girl, italicized on the word this. But I think just the girl would get across the point fine.
Anyway.
She sprinted toward the retreating villains and launched herself off the ground at let's say at a comma, as if she were tackling the high jump in gym class. After what looked like an impossible leap, she landed right in front of the escaping boys.
The high jump in gym class. I really wrote her way more, what do you call it? What's the word?
High claw time. You entered into us editing a book that Jesse, the ringleader of the stream.
Ringleader? I'm offended.
I don't know why, that was the first one that came to mind. A book that Jesse wrote in high school. And
It's
self-published at the time. And now we're going back and editing it and de-cringifying it.
De-cringifying it.
No, rather increasing the cringe.
Let's increase the cringe.
Let's up the cringe factor by like 5 Cochrans.
Ahead, Miss Nora, at cringe factor 5.
What would be like the non-binary equivalent of a sarcastic yes ma'am?
Do you know what? I don't know.
We'll figure that out.
Just call me Captain.
Right away, Captain.
All right.
Tom Paris voice.
Tom Paris. I'm gonna save this because save and save often.
Absolutely. Gym class. After what looked like an impossible leap, she landed right in front of the escaping boys.
Landed right in front of the escaping boys. You cannot escape.
The next sentence is its own paragraph. I would just keep this as part of this paragraph, though. The other 3 teens felt all of their blood vessels turn into icicles.
Felt their blood vessels turn into icicles.
I don't know. Little red icicles.
Why? What are you?
Descriptive.
Wow.
Gorily descriptive.
No.
No way. Whispered the boy who was supporting Ron's left shoulder. No way! And that's way, all of this in all caps. Way has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 A's in it.
I think that was supposed to be symbolic of something. I'm not kidding.
Jeez. What is it symbolic of?
I don't know.
Is it a thing later in the story?
I don't remember.
I
know.
literally don't remember what it's symbolic of. That's fine.
Yeah.
3 blows landed. 4 giant thuds echoed throughout the empty street bathed in moonlight. Sam
Fighting evil by moonlight.
Sam shuddered. I would put Sam shuddered as part of the same paragraph.
Okay.
This was the same girl. Oh wait, actually, no, I would have Sam shuddered starting the next paragraph, and then this continuing it.
Okay. That sounds pretty good.
This was the same girl who had saved him from capital D debt once before. She had disappeared before he woke up, but there was no mistaking her for anyone else. Especially not with that length of impressive hair. Let alone that unforgettable expression. She was scrutinizing him so sharply that he could feel the fear cutting through him. Okay, do you want to add like a simile there? Maybe like cutting through him like a freshly sharpened dagger?
Give me a second.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Scrutinizing. Every time I see the word scrutinizing, I think of scrotum.
Scrotumizing him.
Scrotumizing.
So sharply.
That fear cut through him like a finely honed katana.
Ooh, that's on brand for the story. It was hollow, devoid of any emotion, save for her eyes. What was wrong? Oh, the expression?
Yes.
Put this in the same paragraph since it's about the same thing.
Okay, thank you for help. This is what I needed. Someone to help me, like, organize my thoughts.
Someone to, like, curtail this bullshit.
Thank you. I have a lot of bullshit going on.
Well, I'm glad you acknowledge it. I feel like we all need to acknowledge the bullshit in our art more.
Right.
And be open to criticism about it. It was hollow, devoid of any emotion, save for her eyes. Those eyes were so furious that he believed that they could slice the bruised steel. In fact, unknown to Samuel, they actually could. That part should stay its own paragraph.
Nice.
Dramatic.
Nice. I actually really enjoy my works way better when you read it.
Oh, thanks. I guess.
I also did my writing target for today.
Oh, sweet.
Writing targets.
Well, I guess I'll read the audiobook for this then. Though actually, I do remember you said that you wanted to do the audiobooks for your stuff yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, page break. It was understandable to pity oneself, but actually going through with such an act made him feel ridiculous. At the time, it sounded logical, but in reality, he could not fathom why such a cloud of darkness had obscured his sanity. It had started, he reasoned, when he had allowed himself to be swayed by a certain 3D girl.
3D girl!
You know, in a different universe, you ended up being the next Ernest Cline. You ended up getting Spielberg to make a movie instead of yours thing instead of Ready Player One.
Oh, I want them to make a Ready Player One-esque adaptation of this, but all 2D animation.
Better. Better than Ready Player One.
I'm not gonna lie, Sam sounds a little bit like an incel in this, but not really, because the girl who he was in love with literally abused him.
Fair. Though honestly, not gonna lie, I feel like an entire nation full of nerds would probably have a higher than average
Bullying
incel
rate?
population.
Oh, sorry, I was gonna say that they were gonna bully each other.
Both, actually, yes. Like, nerds are the worst bullies to nerds.
Yup.
Let's be real here. Nerds are the worst bullies to nerds, and also queer people bully each other, like, worse than any other group, I feel like. Speaking as a person in that group.
You ever notice how, like... No, I don't remember what I was gonna say.
That's fine. And it started, he reasoned, when he had allowed himself to be swayed by a certain 3D girl. However, the series of events that followed had been less than dignified.
It's less than dignified! I was trying to say a series of unfortunate events. Why am I...
Would you want to just, like, say that?
No.
You don't want to...
No, I was just being flowery.
Fair enough.
This is the British part of Sam's mind coming out.
Eventually, Eventually, he had succumbed to the plight of becoming a hikikomori, which worried his family considerably. After all, he had quit his quote-unquote respectable job at Subday. Let me say that again. Subday. I'm sure they have a competitor called Dom Day. No, I'm sorry, Dom Night. Dom Night.
Dom Night? Oh my god, shut up!
No, at night they turn into Dom Night. It's like those places that's like a restaurant during the day and like a sex club at night.
Oh, kind of like the place that Linda brought me.
Yeah, exactly.
Nightcaller. It's like a cafe during the day and a bar at night. It's so cool.
We should go there sometime.
It's so good. The food is delicious.
After all, he quit his respectable job at Subday, quit school, locked himself in his room, spent all his time watching anime or playing games, and occasionally went on forums to complain bitterly about 3D girls.
Oh, I did make him an incel.
Yeah, I feel like you're probably like setting that up as part of his character arc here.
He wasn't as much of an incel in the other timeline.
Interesting. Other timelines, you say?
Yes.
Fascinating.
Hello, Facebook viewer. I see you. You cannot hide from me, friend.
I can see you, bitch.
I can't! Shut up! That was a really good, anime, though. You should watch Neo Yokio.
This is like the third time over these streams that we've referenced Neo Yokio. Maybe one day we should just do like a casual stream where we're just chatting and watching Neo Yokio.
Okay, but I want to watch Neo Yokio with Jaden Smith. He lives in our city.
Oh, that would be so fun to watch Neo Yokio with Jaden Smith.
Alright, y'all. That is your assignment. They left.
Patreon goal. Get us to force Neo... Patreon goal. Give us enough money to force Jaden Smith to watch Neo Yokio with us.
And he's gonna be disturbed because we love that show. No, I don't think he'd be disturbed. He's a cool kid.
Wow, you guys are really into this. You're more into this than I am, even. I made this show.
I phoned in my... No, I'm kidding.
No, he does a great performance.
He does a great performance.
He does a better performance than he does in literally anything else he's been in. Not to say he's bad in anything else. He just really fucking puts his all into this show. I would put an ellipses between games and.
Ellipses? ... Oh, I always forget what it's called. I don't know why.
No space between.
There's no spaces. I've used ellipses a lot.
It depends on the context. That was the pitiful life he had led up until the internal errors within his thought processes began to pile up in infinite loops.
I referenced Haruhi in this?
You did say that you, like, were drawing upon, like, Haruhi in parts of this.
But I didn't realize I actually referenced it with Nagato.
Hey.
Whoa! I mean, that is my favorite arc.
Which arc?
The one right after Endless Eight.
Oh yeah, the one, the
where they actually
blah,
do
blah, blah.
cool sci-fi stuff more.
This page. I shifted my position, by the way. No one can actually see this because we're not on camera, but I figured I should let people know because they care deeply about these things, I assume.
Do they?
No, they probably don't.
People.
Infinite Loops. The despair that stemmed from his solitude had begun to drive him insane. Or, rather, the mental damage from his unfortunate encounter with that particular girl at school had eventually led him to believe there was no joy in his life.
Wow! She really made him depressed.
Next paragraph. Let me know when you're good.
Give me a second.
No worries.
Yeah, the page suddenly looks yellow to me. Rain, what are you doing?
Weird.
I feel like that's a form of synesthesia.
I can see that.
I don't know why this happens. Things will, like, change color.
Are you looking for where you were?
Yes, I found it.
Okay.
I can't believe she made him that depressed.
Happens, you know?
No joy in his life.
Sometimes you just feel no joy in your life. Sometimes you're just traumatized, and that's okay.
Either way.
During some of his more idle moments in front of the computer, Samuel had come across a strange forum that had a large portion of its members who were confirmed residents of Lolitania. Keep this in the same paragraph. The name of this odd message board happened to be, quote, La Chanelate. La Chanelate.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a reference to 2-channel.
I figured so.
The name. Odd message board. It happened to be Is it la or la?
La.
I don't remember if 8 is feminine or masculine in French. I should actually look that up. I can't remember.
Was it 8 for a specific reason?
8 because Death the Kid.
I figured there was some sort of numerological significance. For some inexplicable reason, he found himself spending more and more time on this board. There was a lot of so-called credible information about Lolitania, and some of it intrigued him. After all, his last visit to the Special District, capital S, capital P, had been oddly surreal.
I put quotes around credible.
You didn't actually.
No, I'm talking about the edit.
Oh yeah. I was thinking something like that. Yeah, sorry, then. After his last visit to the Special District had been, after all, his last visit to the Special District had been oddly surreal, and many of the others on that on the board had similar experiences as well. I would change that to this board.
Okay. Should I capitalize Special District? Because I did before.
I mean, is it like a proper name for the
Yes, it's
part?
literally called the Special District.
Well then, yes, you should capitalize it.
I always question myself.
If it's a proper name of a thing, always capitalize. Unless it's specifically meant to be uncapitalized. Like song titles
What
in
about-
hyperpop songs.
What about internet?
That is something that is inconsistent throughout everything I see. I usually see it capitalized, but I also don't know why. Looking at the semi-translucent 51-inch screen of his desktop e-desk, that's very specific. 51 inches? Wait, what the fuck?
The technology in Roll of Tanya is great, and it's like optimized for nerdy people.
Is it his entire wall?
No, it just takes up the entirety of his desk.
It's gonna be like, is that like that comic where Lex Luthor is like arguing with Daffy Duck on an internet forum?
Maybe.
Sam scanned through the walls of text in front of him.
Why did I capitalize terrifying?
I wish I knew. Okay, I would move that paragraph below this next bit.
Which paragraph?
The one that starts with looking at the semi-translucent 51-inch screen.
Okay.
Because, like, you're talking about the special district in the next paragraph, and that would logically flow better after you already mentioned the special district.
That sounds actually great.
Okay. The special district had always been a strange place to be, especially at night. Seeing capital T terrifying things was just one of the reasons that Rolatanians in general did not carelessly loiter in such a place. Unless you lived there, comma, and that was unlikely enough. Comma, then you would not stick around that place. This feels like a sentence that you meant to change and didn't.
I thought I... Oh, well.
We'll put a pin in this one. This one's a big one to tackle.
You know what? I would just say unless you lived there. And then why...
I would say unless you lived there, comma, that is...
Okay, that sounds good. Well, if one were saying you you didn't wander there after the sun went down.
Wait, say that again?
Why? The next part.
Oh, okay, that's... Okay, you're just going... Unless you lived there, comma, that is... Why, if one were saying you didn't wander there after the sun went down, that's how you were getting it?
Yes.
Okay, cool, that makes sense.
Me warning the white. What?
No!
I'm the worst.
Wow.
What?
What, is the special district just insert shitty neighborhood that you can think of in your own town here?
Yeah.
Being as non-specific as possible to not offend anyone.
The Piblick.
What? Is it Manalapan, New Jersey?
Oh, wow! Shots!
What? Is it the moon?
Everyone's from the moon, though.
You're right. But no one's from Hawaii.
No, at least not those folks in lower decks.
Star Trek jokes. But the existence of such... Okay, so then... Okay, but this should be part of the same paragraph. But the existence of such a place was very sketchy in the eyes of the public.
That's why it exists.
Okay, then the paragraph that goes, looking at the semi-translucent 51-inch screen, blah blah blah. And I would put this in part of that same paragraph. Sam pulled up several forums about... how caught up are you?
I'm there.
Okay. Sam... So following from balls of text in front of him.
Yes.
Sam pulled up several forums about the special district. They all said the same things. No one really knew what went on in there, or why it was deemed British quote-unquote special.
I think I was just trying to differentiate it than actual quotes.
Yeah, don't do that. That's not how quotes work.
Okay. Wow, okay, I will.
Yeah, wow, people must have really hated me when I edited their stuff in school.
Probably.
I hope I wasn't this obnoxious about it.
Maybe.
I'm just being obnoxious about it because I know you'll find it funny.
I mean, you are funny.
Thank you. Why do you have to go through a checkpoint to get in, he muttered to himself. It just doesn't make sense. I would say it doesn't make any sense. Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. Wait, might have to change anyway because the next sentence is, none of these posts were making any sense. Redundancy.
You know what? Okay, you're right.
Well, okay, let's write this as is right now, and then we'll analyze it. So you have him muttering to himself already, right?
Yes.
None of these posts were making. None of these posts
Was
making any
Were
sense.
making any sense.
Some of them even had poorly exposed photos of quote supposed strange happenings. Unquote.
Exposed photos.
That went on during the nighttime hours. So poorly exposed photos, you mean like fucking someone fucked up in the dark room, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Let's figure out how we're gonna change this here. Okay, maybe just get rid of it doesn't make sense.
Huh?
Maybe just get rid of him saying it just doesn't make sense. Okay, and are you having the same paragraph then?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I thought that was established.
Sweet. Okay.
Yeah, he muttered to himself, none of these posts were making any sense. Yeah.
Disgusted with his sparse.
Sparse.
Am I suddenly turning? Is that more Irish or Scottish?
I don't know.
Maybe Welsh.
I don't know about accents as well as you think.
Who else in the UK could I make feel secondhand embarrassment at my lack of knowledge about their accents? Disgusted with his sparse findings, Sam clicked on a stray hyperlink in a post that said, Urban Legends of the Special Edition, in all caps.
Should I actually have that in all caps? Nah.
Well, I would take away the quotation marks at least.
Okay, why?
Because it's already, like... It doesn't feel right with the quotation marks there. Because, like, you're just saying that that's what the post is called.
Yeah, but I've seen people quote it like that before.
And they're wrong.
Wow.
Like, if it were, like, someone, like, reading the title of the post aloud, that's fine. But it's, You know, I'm not sure, like, how you would do it for, like, because now I'm thinking of, like, how this kind of formatting goes, and I know, like, it's quotation marks for, like, the title of, like, an article or, like, a short story or something. But for a forum post, I don't know.
I mean, I'm treating it like it's an article.
Well, in that case, you should move the comma next to district instead of next to the quotation mark.
I hate it.
It's very specific, this kind of formatting.
I hate formatting, though.
I know. Formatting is kind of, like... It's a bit mush sometimes. It's a little arbitrary. But it's
I never
something...
liked the inside the quotations comma.
See, like... sometimes when I'm just writing casually, I do it inside, sometimes outside. I usually specifically don't put it inside if it's like a song title, for example.
Oh, okay.
In this case, I don't know. Inside the quote just feels better for this one to me. Comma in all caps. This led to yet another thread. Deeper into the La Channel 8 forum.
I'm just gonna say forum.
Yeah, that's better. Deeper into the forum, where all the creepy conspiracy theorists lurked. Of course, despite all his experience with online message boards, what Samuel had not yet figured out was that once you pulled one thread, it led to another and another.
This is a joke about forums.
And by the time you got to the end of the piece of yarn, you were left with a heap of useless string, and your sweater would be ruined beyond repair.
I love that one.
I'm trying to think how to. I feel like we could pare this down a little bit while still keeping like the essential elements. Maybe.
Would be unraveled beyond repair. This is a joke about. This is supposed to be a joke about how you're following a thread on a forum, and it's like you're pulling at a string in your sweater.
Okay, if you're replacing the word ruined with unraveled, I would rephrase that last part. Instead of "and your sweater" would be "unraveled beyond repair." Just your sweater left unraveled beyond repair.
I like that.
Or with your sweater left unraveled beyond repair.
And by the time you got to the end of the piece of yarn, you were left with a heap of useless string, and your sweater left unraveled beyond repair.
And get rid of the word "and." In this case, the word "and" isn't necessary.
Okay, then I'm going to put a semicolon.
In between string and your?
Yes.
No, that's not right. Because your sweater left unraveled beyond repair is like a dangling participle there.
Dang it all.
Trust me, I have studied grammar.
So have I. Lord.
Okay, but we can come back to this one. So like we can like double check the grammar and everything
Okay,
later.
I'm putting this a pin there.
Yeah, absolutely. Nevertheless, in his wanderings, Sam had come across a few interesting, but quite unbelievable claims. I would change "but" to "yet" and get rid of the comma.
Okay.
Okay, so this next part you have capitalized with underlines and centered.
Yeah, that was because, what do you call it? They're supposed to look like hyperlinks.
Oh no, I figured so. I was just like establishing this for you to write it this way and for the audience to understand. Excuse me. Burr in all caps. No. Secret District is cover-up for secret Esper research lab.
Fun facts, these are all true.
Two-headed fishmen roam around at night. Living slime completely devours 2 whole buildings. Y'all had the Blob there?
Yes.
Or is that like an Akira reference or something? I've never seen Akira. I just know that there's something similar to that.
No, that was someone's Esper powers going out of control.
Isn't that also like sort of Akira too?
I mean, I guess.
I don't actually know.
I haven't actually seen Akira.
We should watch Akira. I know it was on Hulu for a while. But anyway, mysterious flash of light reveals secret laser tests.
Oop. That was an Evangelion reference.
The Undresstress is real! She was sighted in daylight!
That's a reference to another fucking thing.
That's not a Shimonetta reference, is it?
Yes!
Was Shimonetta... Did that exist when you wrote this?
Yes! I'm
Okay.
pretty sure! That's why no, the Undresstress was something... that's not Shimonetta. I'm wrong. Who the fuck? Wait.
Well, certainly not Minetta.
I have to... This isn't... Oh my god. This is another reference to freaking, Railgun.
Oh boy.
It's one of the I think one of the teachers or something. She literally, when she gets drunk, she just starts stripping.
What is this from again?
A certain scientific railgun.
God, Index and Railgun are so weird.
Okay, but railgun is way better than Index.
You're not wrong. Index is boring. I'm sorry.
It kind of is.
It is. I tried it. I tried when you were showing me it, but it's paced so slowly.
Yeah, and it is a light novel.
But like Haruhi's a light novel.
Better pacing.
And the anime is paced beautifully.
Alright.
Were you gonna center those in there? Or...
You can't center it until...
Oh, weird. Do you want to just like make a note that it's centered?
Or I could just leave it Web 1.0.
That works too. Some of these were... Some of there were too good to be true, he reasoned. Of course, with a country full of otaku, no wonder the conspiracies sounded like bad ideas for fanfiction. He was going to give up his I would say his delve into this, his deep dive into this madness, I would say. But something he read made him pause and gasp softly. Oh, you didn't want to change it to deep dive into this madness? Delving just doesn't sound right.
Oh, right. Dive.
I think deep dive is also a hyphenate.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure. And when you're using it as like one word like this, it's a hyphenate.
Alright.
Into this madness. Comma, but something he read made him pause and gasp softly. The words he had just read caused his thoughts to stop so completely that he had no breath to speak. Noting how the dryness in his throat was making it close up. Oh, he should probably get an inhaler. Sam unsuccessfully tried to gulp in fear. In the middle of the glowing screen in front of him was a link to an urban legend he felt was actually grounded in some truth.
Glowing screen was a link to an urban legend he felt was actually grounded in some truth. Continue.
Hyperlink.
Hyperlink.
A mysterious, cute girl will aid you if you are in trouble. Did you want to leave aid misspelled like this?
Isn't that how it's spelled in written?
I know aid is like with an E is like specifically meant like to mean like an assistant. Like if you played like the Pokemon games, like the scientists in Professor Oak's lab will be like, I'm Professor Oak's aide with an E at the end of it.
Oh, well, absolutely no one. Me. I guess she's assisting you if you're in trouble.
Yes. So in this case, it would just be AID.
Dang.
His mouth. Bleh. His mouse.
Not his mouth.
His mouth hovered hesitatingly over the link. From within the hand that clutched his mouse, Sam's heart was threatening to burst open his own fingers.
What?
What?
His heartbeat is thudding so hard, his fingers feel like they're gonna explode. Oh, I should just say that.
Yeah, I feel like you should just say that. His heart. Okay, from within the hand that clutched his mouse, Sam's heartbeat was so accelerated.
Accelerated?
What was it, how you said it?
His heart threatened to burst open his face.
No, the way you rephrased it aloud. The way that you just described it.
Yes, his heart threatened to burst open his own fingers.
No, you're just saying what you phrased it a completely different way a moment ago. When I was like, what? Got that. So describe what this turn of phrase means again.
Oh, like his heart is beating so hard
Go on.
that his fingers felt like they were going to explode. Oh!
Yes, type that. Please type that. Here, get some reaction to them. I would say, maybe then, I would change was beating to accelerated. Because you did seem to like that when I said that.
Because that's the name of an Esper in a certain scientific railgun.
True. There's also a whole world where things excel.
I love that one.
Biting its lip and dashing aside whatever doubts. Let's say whatever doubts he had.
Doubts he had.
Whatever
Doubts he held?
Whatever doubts were in his mind, maybe? Whatever doubts he held, whatever doubts he had, or whatever doubts were in his mind. Pick whichever one you like the best.
That we're brewing.
Ooh, nice.
Look at me always being an anime character choosing the third option.
I would get rid of the word that. Whatever doubts were brewing. Unnecessary word. Comma. Sam clicked it.
He's acting like he's searching for porn.
I definitely wouldn't format this in this weird way here.
Yeah.
So just as a normal, like, quote in a thing. I hear that if you're in trouble while in the special district, a cute superheroine... Is this supposed to be poorly phrased? Sorry, that's mean. Is it like, is it supposed to be like a poorly written forum post?
Yes.
Okay. I hear that if you're in trouble while in the special district, a cute superheroine one will come to rescue you from the danger.
Yeah, it was supposed to be bad.
Okay, then I would probably worsen some of the formatting in this. Like maybe change your to you are.
No, I'm gonna make it your.
Oh, yes. No, do your, but it's YOU''R.
Oh.
So it's even more cursed.
And special district isn't capitalized because I was supposed to be like, well, they don't care to actually format.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe instead of come to rescue you from the danger, come to save you. Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Read the post.
Use exclamation 5 times or more in a chapter.
Woo! That's funny. Do those achievements show up on the stream?
Yes, it does because it's in the window.
Oh, question. For the next stream, would I just be able to ask you to like put a thing on the in there that just like says music by blah blah blah?
Yes.
Sweet. Okay. This thread was not old, but there were a few already speaking about it. He did not want to join in the conversation himself, And so far, it was already turning out to be one giant argument. I would put that in the same paragraph as the previous.
Well, I was thinking it would be like, this thread is not old. But, I get you.
Maybe change it to, it wasn't an old thread. Sounds a little more natural.
That does sound pretty natural.
Now let's rephrase, but there were a few already speaking about it.
But there were still people online.
I feel like you're overcomplicating.
Adding to the thread.
I feel like that just needed a little worse phrasing there. It's very complicated. So, okay, what are you trying to say with that whole sentence? The thread was not old, but there were a few already speaking about it. Oh, so you're saying it was a relatively new thread,
And
but it
people are
was
talking.
already pretty. The conversation was already pretty lively.
Yes.
Let's say it like that. The thread was pretty new, but the conversation was already pretty.
Was already well underway.
Yes. But something of that nature.
I feel like well underway denotes the fact that even though it's a new conversation, people are still talking. Like, they're still, like, arguing.
Was already flowing nonstop.
It was already flowing non-stop. That sounds a bit complicated.
Yeah, you're right.
Several pages
Yeah, there we go.
to it already.
There we go. Forum culture. He did not want to join in the conversation himself, and so far it was already turning out to be one giant argument.
That sounds exactly like the internet.
Mhm.
So far, it was already, instead of it already was, it was already.
Okay, maybe get rid of he did not want to join the conversation himself.
He did not want to join in on the thread. He preferred to lurk during conversations like this.
Okay, move that to before it was pretty new.
The whole thing?
No, just what you just said. He preferred to lurk part. Lurk in threads like these. Maybe?
In threads such as these.
Okay. So then it's gonna be that, and then the conversation had several pages to it already. In fact, it was already turning out to be one giant argument.
That's actually really good.
Sweet. Turning into maybe one giant argument. It had already turned into one giant.
It had already, because he's already in the.
Yeah, there we go. Got our tenses right. Oh yeah, you have told me that you used to have like really bad issues with
I have such bad issues
proper
with
tense, right?
Yeah.
How is it with other languages with you?
Same thing.
Dang.
I have the same issue.
Conjugating. Just thinking of so there's this one YouTuber I follow, Chugga Conroy. In a video he does with like the group he's part of, Runaway Guys, he was talking about how he didn't know what the word vernacular meant at one point. So when someone said something about like conjugating vernacular, he thought it was a sex thing.
Aww.
And then they were like, "Hey, did you read that book on the birds and bees that our friend got you?"
I'm crying.
It's very funny. Okay. So as you can probably see on screen, the way Jesse's typing it out, forum conversation rendered as dialogue. Outbreak Scion. Well, maybe it's staged beforehand. I mean, think about it. The government pays some acting troupe to stage a mugging, and suddenly this actress pops out of nowhere and pretends to save you.
Do you want to know what the names are referencing?
Sure, but after we get through it. There.
Yes.
Can we put the phrase crisis actors in this person's thing here? Because I feel like they would use that phrase.
I hate it. You know what? This was supposed to be a reference to that because my aunt was really into the terms, like into crisis actor conspiracies then.
I feel like if you just use the phrase there, it would just drive in the point harder.
Yes.
Maybe just end with crisis actors, all of them.
I want to say someone else to save you.
Adding someone else saying it. Crisis actors, the lot of them. Disclaimer.
I don't believe this.
No, the concept of crisis actors is bullshit. If you believe that, we don't want you on the stream.
Goodbye.
Please give us your money anyway.
Wow.
Mary. Well, I sense someone is a lot skeptical. I mean, it happened to a few of my friends at school, so I am tempted to believe it. Momo-chan. I don't know. I was saved by this girl, and to be honest, she was less than heroic. All of you are so gullible. Besides, this is just the voice I've given Outbreak Scion. All of you are so gullible. Besides, Momo-chan, what about her seemed unheroic?
I'm crying.
I'll let you catch up there. I'll think of a voice for Tralkamon. Is that like
It's the same origin.
Digimon thing?
No, it's the same origin as Outbreak Scion.
Oh wait, is it Outbreak Company?
Yes.
Oh, duh. That makes sense.
Petralka's the...
Oh yeah, you're right. Forgot that Petralka was a
I thought we were
character
gonna
now.
talk about this later.
No, I was just... The Mon threw me. I thought that was like a Digimon thing.
No, it's just like people... Like, you know how they will mash together different fanon?
Wait, so are all these Outbreak Company references then?
No. One of them is a reference to Mikaku City actors, and the other is a reference to a Persicom in a fanfiction that I was referencing and has actually referenced my characters in. We have recursive fanfiction on fanfiction.net, so...
Fair.
Where? Honest, she was less than heroic. She was heroic.
Oh my god, yes! Yes! Alright, at some point we need to go back and
Actually make this sound like...
And like worsen the formatting of these to make it actually look like forum posts. Some of them we need to leave properly formatted because there's always that one. No, that one was me.
You. That is you.
Yes. Listening to this one podcast while I was out today, and one of the hosts, he was talking about how he used to, when he was on like forums when he was a teenager, he like always used to like end his posts with a ... as if it made him sound more like thoughtful and interesting. And I'm just like, dang, I feel like I definitely fell into that habit sometimes. I think I saw a picture of her on the internet before. That heroine in the Special District is a little too cute to not be a hired actress. What the fuck was the accent I was just doing there? Did it sound good? Probably didn't. Momo-chan. Well, it was just a feeling, but the rescue... sorry. Well, it was just a feeling, but the rescue was... off.
That sounds like how my brothers say it.
Not gonna think too hard about that. Outbreak Scion. So, like I said, totally a bunch of actors.
I said...
Kira. You never said it felt fake. Momo-chan said it felt off.
I'm gonna change that to Outbreak Scion. I'm gonna say change that to fuck around.
Oh, sweet. Nice. I like that change.
Like I said, actors.
That's the way you wrote that is distressingly accurate. I see that and my fight or flight instincts kick in. Never said it felt fake. Fuck around. He said it felt off. Momo-chan said it felt off.
That's totally different, bruh.
I almost want to change Momo-chan's pronouns to they.
Momo-chan is canonically one of those creepy fucking idol god fans.
Oh.
That's why I said he for Momo-chan.
Gotcha, okay.
Because he's named himself on the forum after his favorite idol.
Well, Mary Mary is definitely a she-they.
Yes.
Thanks, Kira. Yeah, I mean, she saved me. But it wasn't like she was happy to help. In fact, I felt a little guilty that I couldn't handle myself. But it was the aura she gave me. It felt more like... It felt... Not the top. More like how a villain's aura can be. Well, Mary says... Well, that makes sense now. I wonder if we're talking about the same person. But my friend said something similar. Huh. Explain, both of you, said Outbreak Scion. Mary, what was the most memorable thing about the whole thing? Did you want to leave that redundancy there?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's how internet be. Yeah.
When did you want to go until then, by the way?
I was thinking of just like after
We have just like
we can finish off the
left.
pages.
Yeah, you want to finish
we can
chapter
just
2?
finish the pages.
Sweet.
All right.
What was the most memorable thing about the whole thing? Momo-chan. That's how it felt. I can't explain it any other way. Like, she looked at me and seemed to swallow up my hope. It was like...
And then Sam finishes the sentence outside.
I figured that was the case. I did get that from that, but we should come back, when we come back to this, we should maybe try to make it a little bit more clear that that's Sam saying that aloud.
Yeah, I don't know how to say that.
We can figure that out later. Just to like put an asterisk next to it, I guess.
So, the reason why everyone gets this mad weird aura is basically the whole time travel shit.
Interesting. Oh no, okay, actually, period. Close quotes. As Sam read this, he period. Sam whispered these words softly to himself. Softly to himself, and let them ring in his own head. Maybe something like that. Ooh!
Big ring inside his soul.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, page break.
Okay. I love page breaks, as you can see.
You do? I mean, you weren't doing normal paragraphs, so I guess that was the way to get that across. The overhanging gloom of darkness lingered within the room like the acrid smell of cigarette smoke.
That's a very good description. Good job, past me.
Right. The only visible light, maybe, was the otherworldly glow of the television screens that took up the entire wall. In front of these screens was a dark lump of a body, wrapped up in separate quilts.
I want to say this is supposed to be comedic effect and a contrast to what they would say.
Fair. Very fair.
You will see.
No, I figured this is Orokoto Yume, right?
Yes.
Within the sushi roll of a person, there was a hole big enough just for their face. The fact that you specifically used a there not to specify there feels very egg to me.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
A tuft of black hair poked out from this hole as well.
Wait. I'm almost done with that.
Yeah, sorry.
This is actually really great.
Nice.
Alright, continue the madness.
Yes.
Multiverse of madness, indeed.
I would keep this in the same paragraph. This is just one sentence. Staring at the screens, the girl reached from within the folds of the quilts to the bowl in front of her. Don't put a comma after quilts. And I would say at the bowl in front of her. No, toward the bowl in front of her. And I would put toward the bowl in front of her between reached and from. So the girl reached toward the bowl in front of her from within the folds of the quilts. Quiltzer.
Quiltzer is okay, yeah?
Quiltzer sounds like a German name for some reason to me.
Quiltzer's not feeling so hot, okay?
We totally owned you, quilters.
What is wrong?
It was full of tiny chocolate-covered cookies. Oh yeah, keep this in the same paragraph still.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, go on. It was full of tiny chocolate-covered cookies. For the 5th time today, she realized that it was too far for her hands to grasp. Still watching...
This was a reference to Artemis Fowl, I think.
Wow, you have a lot of single-sentence paragraphs here.
I like it, though.
That's fair, but it looks a little choppy like this.
Grasp. No one can grasp my 5-dimensional stuff.
For hands to grasp. Same paragraph. Let's keep it there. Still watching the program in front of her, She frowned and furrowed her brow. And this is going to be the last sentence in the paragraph. So continue. Several cookies floated upwards slowly. No, keep this in the same paragraph, but we're gonna change the paragraph after this sentence.
Okay.
Several cookies floated upwards slowly, only to quietly drift into her open mouth. Oh, no, actually, okay. Yeah, no, actually, yeah. Okay, next paragraph. Chewing the ultra-sweet food, she blushed in satisfaction and continued to watch. I'd say to watch the screens, maybe?
The program.
To watch the program.
And I will note that Rollatania has their own animation studios
Sounds nice.
that pay their animators well
Hmm.
because animation is our biggest export.
Makes sense.
Um,
Oh my god, I'm looking ahead and seeing a name that definitely was a name of someone you knew in high school, but slightly modified.
okay.
So yeah, this process would have repeated again and again for another 18 hours if left unchecked. I would add a couple more and agains, like again and again and again and again. And italicize the last again.
Okay, Endless 8.
I mean, we could put 8 agains.
No! It was enough after the third time. I figured out the puzzle.
Disagree. But we could talk about that if we ever do a Haruhi podcast.
We do need to do a Haruhi podcast.
I can hear myself on the stream saying, I disagree. Behind the... let's keep this in this...
No, I would...
Yeah, okay, next paragraph. By the way, you put a space at the beginning of this paragraph, like a single space, I can tell. Behind the unsuspecting girl, a figure slowly rose up from the darkness.
I'm going to change names.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Figure slowly rose up from the darkness.
I don't know what I should change it to.
And I would say, sorry, a figure slowly rose up from the darkness and flicked the light switch on. Or flicked on the light switch.
From where they stood. Because everyone's an Esper.
From across the room.
Alright.
Maybe willed the light switch on. We could change flicked later. Desperately covering her face with a quilt, the girl... keep this in the same paragraph. Desperately covering her face with a quilt. I would say the sushi roll clutched her eyes in pain.
Nice. I want to add weed to the next book.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna read it as it is here.
Okay.
Is that supposed to be pronounced Kylie?
Kali
Glover, the instigator in all this, looked down upon the cowering form of Rollatania's queen, Kuroko Chohime. The cowering form. That's a good like linguistic joke because you would expect it to be towering form. Was that what you were going for?
Okay.
Okay, maybe make it the cowering mass. So let's the instigator and all this looked down upon the cowering mass of Rollatania's queen. Oh, okay. Actually, I was okay. The cowering whatever. of Kuroko Chohime, comma, Queen of Rolatania.
The cowering form of Kuroko Chohime.
Comma.
Queen.
Actually, just Queen of Rolatania with a capital Q.
That actually sounds great. You're a great editor.
Thank you. The other alternate way we could do this, maybe Queen Kuroko Chohime of Roll. No, actually no. This way's better. Kuro had watched over 12 hours of anime, so it was understandable that her advisor / older sister would interrupt her binge watching.
I actually want to turn this into dialogue.
Okay.
You've been watching more than 12 hours of anime.
You've been binging anime for 12 whole hours. For over 12 hours.
That's great. Nice.
Said, what was the name? Said Kaylee with an exasperated sigh.
Yes, Kaylee is a much better name.
So okay, just as it's written here, Kuro had watched over 12 plus hours of anime, so it was understandable that her advisor / older sister would interrupt her binge watching. Of course, Kuro would try to claim that. Okay, so then, what are you talking about? I was just having an anime marathon. Maybe something like that?
Yes.
No, if this is supposed to be you would say, what are you tacoing about?
I do have...
Tacoing about, close quotes, said Kuroko Chohime slyly. Kaylee rolled her eyes. Same paragraph.
Ugh. I like my paragraphs.
Okay, so as...
Coily.
Should it be coily? Coily, comma, Kaylee rolling her eyes at this, maybe? No, I'm trying to avoid the and there because that makes it two different participles, and I'm trying to keep this as one thing.
Then can I just have a semicolon?
No, because that would still make it a separate participle.
Okay, but it doesn't make sense, and all of my teachers have said that if you put a comma in the middle of a sentence, it's a what do you call it?
What, an incomplete sentence or something?
It's not a run-on, it's called something else.
That's only if it's two different full sentences. It's hard for me to, explain what I mean here.
I don't understand what you mean by this. 'Cause...
No, that's not what I was saying with this.
But you said a comma.
I said, comma, Kaylee rolling her eyes at this. Okay, continue it.
That looks really weird to me. I'm putting an asterisk.
Yeah, we'll fix that later. But, anyway, however you wanted to adapt this into the rest of Kuro's dialogue there. Same paragraph. Because it's still the same bit of her talking.
I was just having an anime marathon.
I'm trying to think how that would be written better with the formatting better, but we can come back to that. Okay. Next paragraph. The one and only princess-queen.
I really made this a term before King Princess. Thank you.
Fair. Excuse me. The one and only Princess Queen shivered at the sudden withdrawal of her audiovisual drug. Thin streams of saline fluid streamed down her face. At the moment she was still connected. At that moment, she was still connected to Anime Land, so her brain hadn't adjusted yet. This resulted in her unconscious use of the Japanese language.
Okay, I'm just omitting that.
Why? Murmured the girl in shaking despair. Ane-chan, why did you take it away?
At that moment, was still connected to Anime Land, so her brain hadn't adjusted yet. And then I'm omitting that entire thing and saying, why? That was embarrassing. Cringe. Take it away. Alright.
Looking at the neurotic state that Kudo slipped into, Kaylee sighed, almost pitying the youngster. However, Kaylee was not going to give in to her little sister's tears. Almost a week had passed since the special mission Kudo and Jessie went on, so enough was enough. It did not matter to Kaylee whether or not if she was the leader of a country, semicolon. This girl curled up at her feet was not allowed to go back to her unhealthy, neat lifestyle. See, this is a proper use of a semicolon.
Damn. Oh, I've done 2,000 words. Nice.
I would change that to since Kudo and Jessie's special mission instead of the special mission Kudo and Jessie went on. That's bad passive voice. Wait, why'd you get rid of the whole first part of it too?
Wait, I thought that's what you were saying.
No, I was just saying to change since the special mission Kudo and Jessie went on to since Kudo and Jessie's special mission.
Oh.
To change it from passive voice to active voice.
Oh. I thought you were saying since Kudo and Jessie's special mission, almost a week had passed.
Oh, that's actually better.
So enough was enough.
Just get rid of the so though, and just leave it as enough was enough. Sweet. Enough is enough. Where the fuck was I?
It didn't matter.
No, okay. It didn't matter to Kaylee. It didn't matter to Kaylee that she was.
I'm going to rework that one.
This whole sentence is really clumsy.
It didn't matter if Kuro was the leader of their country.
Semicolon.
Kaylee
would not let her revert to an unhealthy, neat lifestyle. Sweet.
That's actually really well reworked.
Nice.
I like that.
This is very fun reworking it like this.
I can't. Actually, this is really letting me get stuff done.
Right?
This is the best idea I've ever had.
Okay. Let's power through the rest of this, and then turn in, because it's after midnight.
Yeah, and officially Dusty's birthday!
Yay, happy birthday, Dusty!
3 years old, 3 years old. And now another 1,000 years, another 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Are you going to sit here and mope? Or are you going to go to school and win him over with the power of Moe?
I'm gonna say, are you gonna? Because Kaylee is supposed to be black too. So,
Fair.
She's not gonna code switch for Kudo.
Makes sense.
Ironically, Kudo's name is black. Anyway.
See, I know that you took the name, like, adapted from A Cell World, but I also feel like that's partially part of why you named her that.
Yes. Go to school and win his heart with the power of Moe.
What's that one commercial now?
The power of cheese?
No, it's one that you quote all the time.
What is it about?
I can't remember if it's... I think it's like a detergent or a cleaner commercial.
That's the power of Pine Sol?
Yes! I don't know why
that.
I was thinking
I
of
love that one. That's the power of Moe. Says in sassy voice.
Fucking hell.
Y'all, if y'all haven't noticed from my picture on my covers, I am BLACK black.
What?
Oh,
Man.
black and Asian. What a weird combo. Oh.
Why, it's not something I've ever been able to tell over the past few years.
Oh my gosh, you've never noticed the skin difference? I'm kidding.
Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm...
You're what? Who the hell are you?
I'm very sorry you had to find out this way.
She said she was white.
Kaylee adjusted her glasses. The teen clenched a fist and stared at the lump of meat lying on the floor in agony.
Wait, is she supposed to be a teenager too?
Are they both supposed to be teenagers?
No, Kaylee is supposed to be the same age as Jesse.
How old was Jessie supposed to be?
30-something.
Okay, well, you definitely continuity flubbed this here.
I continuity flubbed this a lot.
Let's see if that happens later, too. Kaylee adjusted...
The young adult.
Maybe, okay, let's get rid of Kaylee adjusted her glasses. The young adult adjusted her glasses and clenched a fist.
Because 30 is still pretty young.
And clenched a fist as she stared at the lump of meat lying on the floor in agony.
As she stared at the lump... That's a good pun. Lump of meat. Like,
that's pretty good, yeah. Like lump of meat, you were saying.
Yes. Photosensitive agony.
Okay, I would get rid of the comma and change and clenched to clenching. Oh, wait, no, actually the comma should be there then, sorry.
Yes.
Okay, clenching is blah, 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 blah. But Ane-chan, began Kuro. She didn't want a lecture from, quote, the queen of the earth this early in the morning.
That's her Esper code name.
Okay. Or what? This early in the morning? Or was it late at night? She couldn't tell, because time had no meaning after the 10th hour. Yeah, I like that. I like that, how it's written.
Because, I wrote her to be, like, a total Toph fangirl.
I would get rid of the quotes, though.
Oh, you don't quotate titles?
Not if it's, like, a person's title.
Ah.
That's just proper nouns.
Or was it late at night? She couldn't tell, because time had no meaning after the 10th hour.
Kaylee's voice sliced Kuro's pathetic whines in half. Oh ho! You're gonna wait until some other cute girl scoops him up?
You're...
I don't know why.
Some other...
I don't know why I think it would be funny if, like, right after that, just you give some indication that she does the noblewoman's laugh. The oh.
Yes. All right. I'm ready.
Oh yeah. Oh, you didn't wanna make a note of that. No, you don't have to if you don't want to.
Hand to her cheek and laughing haughtily.
She laughed haughtily, placing a hand to her cheek.
Oh my gosh.
There we go. A rumbling in the distance, similar to the gathering of thunderclouds, echoed through the room, rising up like a drunken zombie. Rising up like a drunken zombie, Kuro staggered to her feet. Maybe
The quilt fell away promptly to show that her entire body bristled with rage.
Okay, I would change the first half of the sentence. Instead of a rumbling in the distance similar to the gathering of thunderclouds, maybe a distant thunderous rumbling. Just shorten that to that. Something
Or
like that.
a thunderclap echoed, and the rumbling of thunder shook throughout the room.
I would get rid of thunder, because that's very redundant. A thunderclap echoed, the rumbling shake, the rumbling causing the room to shake.
Oh yeah.
A thunderclap echoed, reverberating throughout the room.
Nice.
And yeah, you could also say, reverberating, it's a JoJo reference.
My goodness.
Come on, I'm being stupid. Rising up like blah blah blah, and body. The quilt fell away and promptly to show that her entire body bristled. Ooh, that's nice. Her body bristles with rage like 7 of 9. Like a cat. That's cute. Like an angry kitty.
Like a cat doused in water.
Yes.
Because that makes cats so mad.
Honestly. Is there space between A and cat? Oh, there is. Okay. What was that? Inquired the voice colder than frost. The voice inquired. Inquired the voice colder than frost.
Kuro, her voice lowering the temperature of the room by 20 whole degrees.
I'd separate that into a whole nother sentence, maybe. Inquired Kuro. As she spoke, her voice blah 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 blah.
And this is literal.
Comma between after smoke. I figured that's why you specified. Trembling, her sister looked aside nervously. Maybe Kaylee should have stayed quiet after all.
Should I say looked askance?
I was thinking askance, actually. Wow, I literally had that word in my head, but I didn't say it because I thought, maybe that's a little too flowery. But if that's what you were thinking too, go for it. I don't think you need the word nervously there. Yeah, her breath. Oh, yeah, sorry, go on.
Yeah, that's not in the original.
Oh, yeah, you're adding that.
Her breath was suddenly visible, and she reconsidered her next...
Her next move?
Yes, move. Maybe she should have stayed silent after all.
I don't think you need the ellipses there, but maybe end that with a question mark. Sweet. Okay, that's the end of the chapter. Do you want to add the next chapter's title?
Yes, so next episode is going to be called...
Funeral Parlor Blues.
You can already tell what that's a reference to.
Actually, can't.
Guilty Crown.
See, like, the thing is, we watched Guilty Crown years ago.
I wrote this years ago, and I remember
But you've also watched Guilty Crown multiple times.
Only twice.
You've watched it more than twice.
Okay, you're right, because I made an AMV with it, but that's besides the point.
I know you've definitely watched it more than you want to claim. But anyway, yeah, that's fun. Okay, can you just note that it's, that we're starting at page 33?
Page 33, even though there is a...
Excuse me, page 32, blank. Then page 33.
No, because there's a table of contents in the front.
What?
There's a table of contents.
Here? On this blank page?
For all of the chapters.
Oh, I guess fair. Alright, fair. Fine, you win this round. Wait, what were you correcting me on there?
I don't have to note it if you're gonna look it up later.
Oh, I actually wasn't planning to look it up later.
Okay, page 33.
No, it's fine. You're right. I won't be lazy about it.
Yeah, well. Oh, it's 2 hours, dang.
Yeah, alright. I'm going for a good while.
Yeah, so...
Ooh, I'm a little exhausted now.
So, if anyone wants to come back and listen to us again, we are going to be here again on Friday.
Yes. Yes, that is a true statement that they just said there.
Hey, yeah, the last person who gave me a tip is still there.
Oh yeah, nice. Pretty good.
Yeah, I probably should reset the tip ticker, but nah, I don't know.
It's nice.
You get
aspirational.
Oops. She is ruining her own equipment.
I gave it enough slack. My legs hurt.
It's okay.
I don't have a convenient way to stretch them out right now.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Well,
so please continue what you were saying. Your spiel.
Yeah. Please subscribe.
Where should people subscribe to you?
Twitch, Facebook, and stuff.
At what?
At Izukuri.
Sweet. Where can they find me?
They can find you at Odio Hime.
No, that's my artist name.
Oh, I'm Dumbs.
I don't have any account under that name.
You should put
actually on Facebook it's under that name, but that's not the point.
Noraku Rosa.
Yes, Nora Q Rosa.
I love how you have Q in the middle, like my favorite letter of alphabet.
You know what the Q stands for?
What?
Neither do I.
Cutie?
Oh, that's sweet.
Well.
Yeah, so you can find them at Izuku Lee Young everywhere. You can find me on Twitter and in most places at Nora Q Rosa. You can find my music, since you're hearing my music in the background, though not all this is released somewhere. You can find my music at under the name Odiohime, ODIO-HIME. Jesse also has music. You can find that under the name Izuku, like Izuku Midoriya.
Young Midoriya.
Yes.
Gesso.
And any plugs we're forgetting?
Tip me on Ko-fi, please.
Yeah, tip them on Ko-fi. That's also Izuku Leon, right?
Yes, everything is same.
Sweet.
I finally have a brand.
Fuck it. Subscribe to their Patreon, too.
My brand!
Specialize. Alright, I guess that's it. Cool.
Goodbye.
Thanks to those who came. Bye.
Thanks for the memory.